of our broadcast locations in downtown Atlanta, we're all set to bring you today's action. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Take a look at the Hawks. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Reddish out there with Young. And it's Jones in at the 5.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. White against Young. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Here's White. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Now, here's Reddish. He's covered by Murray. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep. Walks for the new shot clock. Back to Jones. Plays it up and banks it in. Jones has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Hawks.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And White kicks to Pirtle. Offline with his 3. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Young against White. Here's Reddish. Murray with the defensive effort. It's DeRozan with the drive. And DeRozan throws it down.
Very few defenders in this league feel comfortable with DeRozan coming right at them on the drive like that.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Young with no one around. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Lays it up off the glass.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Young for 3. Jones controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
White with it. Last game we saw him score 13. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. White against Young. Outside, Jones. Hunter, the pass to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And let's take a look here at John Collins. He's coming off an excellent season. 15th in rebounding, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage, able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Can't hit from in close.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Hunter with it, now guarded by Pirtle. Young outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That one misses for Young. And Smitty, the city of Atlanta, as you know, has really embraced Trae Young.
Kevin, they call him Ice Trae. The franchise handed him the keys, and he's running with it. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
The Hawks trailing. Here's Reddish. 26 points for him last game against Miami.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
And here is Murray. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And not a guy you like to send to the line. LaMarcus, a terrific free throw shooter.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And he knocks down the first one. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
White against Young. Kicks to Jones. Launches it. Young's shot is off.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
White against Young. White looking around. Down low. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The Hawks trail by 6. Now Young. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on DeRozan. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
That one is off. Steve, we still have players settling into the new season. When you were playing, did you typically start fast, or did it take a while for you to kind of find your rhythm?
Kevin, I think you're like this. I played 14 years. Those first 8, I got off to great starts. Those last 6, oh, Lord, looks like it was like my feet was in the sand. But usually you get going. The best time to really get going is at the end. Last season, it took some time for the Spurs to gel with the early injuries and new faces. They played their best basketball down the stretch. Took the second-seeded Nuggets to 7 games.
Now here's White. Here's Aldridge. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Dishes to Jones. Can't hit from 12. In the back half of last season, the Spurs posting a 9-game winning streak. Steve, what changed for them?
You know, Kevin, for me, they toughened up their defense. They moved Jakob Poeltl into the starting lineup at the 5 position. And they found that chemistry and they got going.
Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
He misses the free throw. The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot. A shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
Spurs on defense. 6-point lead. Young outside. Fires for 3.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Land against White. Back to Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
That free throw good from Aldridge. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Poeltl, and it's Mills in for White.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Good.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Here's Murray following the basket by Trae Young. On the wing, Bellinelli to the middle. Here's Mills. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to Aldridge. And it goes down 2 points. Aldridge has got 10 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Now here's Reddish. T right on him. Clock at 6. Pass to Len. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Murray now top of the key. Over Reddish. Murray, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Young, right side. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Aldridge.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Back to Mills. There's the pass to Gay. It's tipped. Len with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. And he overshot that one, missing.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And they're able to recover. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 6. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that?
Now, here's Reddish. Following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why: he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jabari Parker's checked in for Collins. Crabbe comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. And Turner's subbed in for Trae Young. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Plays like that are where you see the tenaciousness of DeMar Carroll. He can get after those 50-50 balls.
Pass to Crabbe. Now the dish to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. It's good.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Mills with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Aldridge. For the 3. And DeMar Carroll, good for 3.
You know Carroll's going to be looking for the 3. His range helps this offense work.
1:57 left to play here in the first. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here's Mills. Turner covering. Shots good by Mills.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
So it's the Hawks now. 7-point differential. Turner passes to Len. To the inside. Aldridge drives in, and Aldridge slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Turner after the basket by San Antonio. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Parker. A very nice season for him last year. Came in about 14 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Gay kicks to Bellinelli. Here's Mills from the arc. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Grab dishes to Turner. Back to Crab. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. San Antonio making a switch here. Lyles checked in. And that one misses. San Antonio leading by 7. Bellinelli passes to Lyles. Let's go. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And here is Parker. From deep. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs out in front, up 9. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Rosen the 2 with Carroll at the 3. Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Mills in at the point guard position. That's good from Parker. Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. But it's over, and now I can dream about it.
That one is no good.
The defensive impact of Jakob Poeltl giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
Now here's Mills. DeRozan scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mills can't hit. And coming to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard trade, the Spurs hoping Poeltl can be a difference maker.
You know what, Kevin? Already their best role threat offensively. He rarely misses with his right hand in close.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. And here's Mills for 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind. Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Now here's DeRozan. He's tightly guarded. Here's Lyles. Nails the baby hook. Lyles got his first points of the night.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
Jones up top. Back to Herter. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Herter's got his first basket.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Now, here's Lyles. Now, Carroll over Crabbe. DeRozan's shot is off. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Count it. Turner's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Lyles. Outside DeRozan. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Poeltl. And he banks in the layup. And the Spurs lead by 11.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Turner finds Jones. To the paint. Poeltl with the steal. Now here's DeRozan. Defense is right there. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. Spurs leading by 11. The pass to Lyles. Bounce pass from Carroll. The fadeaway. And the basket by DeRozan.
Physical defense, but DeRozan with great focus and great upper body strength.
Young with the ball. He's got 5. Pass to Jones. Parker drives in. It's hauled in by Lyles. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Poeltl. Rebounded by the Hawks. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Turner. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Passes to Pirtle. Outside DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Now, here is Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 7 points in the game.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Here's DeRozan. He has 6. Shoots from 12. Good work there as it goes. DeRozan's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Young for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 10.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
Outside DeRozan. Five to shoot. Here's White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Young in the corner. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. And the Spurs going the other way now.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. The Hawks trail by 12. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think is helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Jones. Hunter comes in for Evan Turner. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's White. Following the basket by Cam Reddish. Pirtle kicks to Murray. And there's the pass to Gay. From outside, off the mark. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to Los Angeles. A shot by Reddish, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. 10-point lead. Here's White. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Hunter. It's stolen by Bellinelli. The shot misses. Collins with some nice D.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Alex Lenz checked in for Atlanta. Hawks have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Young drives in. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Young's got 7 points for the quarter. Spurs leading by 8. Outside, White. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. Gay trying to break free. Atlanta with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Hunter, no one around him, nails the corner 3. And now just a 5-point Spurs lead. And the Spurs with possession. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You know what happens? You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Young passes to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Lynn fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. On the free throw, no good.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And plenty of Hawks fans were despondent when the team decided to rebuild, but that dejection has turned into excitement.
The team plays hard every night. They have an entertaining style, and they have a lot of young talent. It may not be long before they're a real threat in the East.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
Textbook form from Pirtle, getting room to shoot from the mid-range and nailing the shot.
Young passes to Collins. Dishes it to Hunter. Back to Collins. And stolen by White. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Now the spotlight usually is on the head coach. But Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on a staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he have a great relationship with the coaches, and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed, and also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there. A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
White, good. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Young outside. No good, unable to end this run.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Outside for Murray. Now here's Bellinelli. He's covered closely.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Spurs on defense. Here's Len. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Young with the steal. Passes it to Reddish. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mills. Doesn't go that time. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Hunter, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Aldridge can't get it to go.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Young.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Inside, Bellinelli gets the bucket. Bellinelli's got 7 points for the quarter.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else. Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Mills looking it over. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so we wrap up the first half. Spurs lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Rudy, it looked like you guys found your old identity in the first half tonight.
Yeah, that's the way we played last season. Our defense was our staple. And that's all we have to do. We have to go out here and play defense every night. And this is a good start for us.
Let's see if you can stay true to yourself in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. LaMarcus Aldridge was the story in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
They did an awesome-erific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-erific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-erific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Spurs. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Reddish. And it's Jones in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Jones sends it back. Here's Young. Count that one. Young's got 16 points.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
White against Collins. Here's Aldridge. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Birtle's shot is off.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And finished off by Collins.
At Collins' size, it's impressive just how active he is, leading by example.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Aldridge, no luck.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Young's shot is off. Spurs leading by 3 to the left wing. Here's White. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
The pass to Aldridge. Murray outside. On the wing to Rosen. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, so athletic, rising up to slam it home. Great finish.
Here's Young. 16 points for him. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Makes it off the glass. He's got 18.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Spurs have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. White against Young. Aldridge down low. Aldridge double teamed. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Now, here is Young. 18 points for him. Back to Jones. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside, White. He dishes it to Aldridge. And there it is for him. Aldridge has got 14 points for the game.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Here's Jones following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Collins dishes to Young. Over White. No good off the back of the rim. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well. One of the best young lob men in the business, John Collins, finished with an exclamation point.
Here's White. And the layup's good off the glass. 11 points in the game. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third, a 75% clip. Collins kicks to Jones. Off target from outside. San Antonio leading. Outside, White. Pass to Pirtle. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 9 rebounds now tonight. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these will be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
The great assessment, good report, thank you so much. Now Jones, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
The power and the tenacity that this kid shows Collins not to be denied.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Jabari Parker's checked in for Jones. Crabbe comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. And it's Turner in for Young. San Antonio also making some changes. Lyle comes in for Pirtle, and Damari Carroll subbed in for DeJounte Murray.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
And that one is good.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. The offensive rebound, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And the big contract for Evan Turner entering its final year. Greg making over $18 million. Is he in line for a raise, you think?
Maybe not a raise, but he still remains a useful player. Never the most efficient scorer, but his rebounding and passing are what carry him.
Here's Turner after the basket by San Antonio and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here's DeRozan. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Lyles. Out to White. Lyles with it, covered by Parker. 6 to shoot. The shot by Carroll, no good. The Hawks leading by 4. Over to the wing. Corner shot. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside, DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
When DeRozan senses he's on a roll, he becomes hyper-aggressive.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Turner passes to Huerter. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Atlanta making some changes. Alex Len comes in for Allen Crabbe. Young is subbed in for Turner. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Lyles kicks to Mills. It's good. This game is all even. Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
And it's the Hawks' ball. Young passes to Len. Now, here is Young, covered by Mills. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Certain guys, points just come their way, but Trey is also about effort.
Now the pass to Carroll. To the paint. Aldridge, good. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 22.
He's fearless. Trey Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Collins. It's good. Mills has got 9 points.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Atlanta's shooting well, 50% from the floor. That's tipped. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Here's Herter. He kicks it to Collins. Young outside, all alone. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
The willingness of Young to work off the ball just gives the defense another thing to account for.
Now here's Mills, defended by Young, stolen by Len. Here's Herter. Aldridge is covering. Here's Young, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 26.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Misses from short range.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now, here is Young. 26 points for him.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
To the middle. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Here's Young. The shot will not fall. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And it's good, 2 points. Mills has got 11 points.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
1:24 left in the third. Outside Collins. Down low. And the dunk by Parker.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. San Antonio calls timeout.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc.
Hunter's checked in for John Collins. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, do you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player. He is highly efficient.
The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside. Kicks it to Hunter. Here's Herter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Off pass to Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gay's got his first basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Parker outside. Young against Murray. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Young.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Out to the right wing. Here's Aldridge. And that one goes long. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Murray in at the point guard. Basket counts.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 2. Now, here's Reddish. Bellinelli is covering.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Poeltl. Wonderful timing right there.
Here's Jones. And San Antonio shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Bellinelli passes to Gay. Count it, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Young finds Parker. Pass to Jones. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Murray outside to the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Reddish. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul. Derek White's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Young dishes to Reddish, and it's all evened up.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
White against Young. Outside, White. Here's Gay over Parker. Gay can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Reddish's shot is good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Outside, White. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really like the work inside from Pirtle, using his body well to draw the contact on his way up.
The free throw drops for Pirtle. He's perfect from the line this time.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
Outside, White. Now, here's Bellinelli. Tight defense on him. It's stolen by Reddish. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead. Spurs have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Bellinelli. Five on the clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. The Hawks leading. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Reddish. The shot, no good. Gay with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
That free throw missing. And Murray winning second-team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Now, here's Reddish. Here's the dish to Parker. And here's Young from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. And White kicks to Pirtle. Murray outside. Back to Pirtle. Shot clock at 6. Over Jones, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Hunter, another 3 for Atlanta.
So versatile offensively. When Hunter gets in a rhythm, he's capable of carving up a defense.
And here's White. Deep 2 from Murray. Here's Pirtle. Good work defensively by Jones. Atlanta leading by 7. Parker passes to Young. Back to Parker. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Young against White. Here's Pirtle. No good again that time.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And here's White following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Yep, that one goes.
He showed why he isn't afraid of anybody. Even though he gives up some height in that matchup, he rose up and got the layup to go.
And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Parker. And Pirtle sends it back. Spurs trail by 9. Outside, White. And the pass to Aldridge. Banked in off the glass.
The 7'5" wingspan. That's what makes Aldridge so difficult to stop inside.
Atlanta's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Now, Reddish. Six on the shot clock. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
First free throw is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Spurs trail by 9. Now here's White. Murray right side. Over Reddish. Offensive rebound. Here's Pirtle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pirtle's got 4 this quarter.
Love the razor sharp focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
Outside Collins. Hunter kicks to Young. From deep. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And so Aldridge will bring it up for San Antonio. And it's White missing. Atlanta leading by 7. The shot. The Hawks again can't hit.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back. He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Reddish, the rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A season loss to injury for DeJounte Murray. He's eager to make up for the lost time, continuing his development.
And the potential, Smitty, for DeJounte Murray is evident.
He's already a tough defender. He has great size and length for the point guard position. Offense is where he has to grow.
throw good, Murray.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
And so Murray nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 5. Young with the ball. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Murray. Here's White. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And he just dabbles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. White against Young. White left side. It's stolen by Jones. Hunter with it. Gay picks him up defensively. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Kept alive by Atlanta. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Murray surveying the D. Outside Aldridge. He kicks to White. Shot clock at 5. Hurdle finds Murray. Rebound by the Hawks. Reddish has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Spurs. It's Young on the wing. White covering. Clock at 6. Floats one up. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
The Hawks leading by 9. Outside, Jones. Dishes to Reddish. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 16 points for Cam Reddish.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside, White. Murray with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Pirtle trying to get open. Murray, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Spurs trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right the pass to Aldridge. Stolen by Collins. Young against White. Here's Young. In the corner, Collins with it. And the 3 off target. And here's White. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. DeRozan's shot is good.
Aldridge is a pro's pro. Keep your eyes open to make a play for someone else.
Here's Young. Outside Collins. The kick out to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 3. Here's Hunter. That one doesn't go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And here's White. To the left side wing. Pirtle, no one around him. Bullseye. Pirtle's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs.
Nice looking jumper. Pirtle's showing he's more than just a post threat.
44 seconds left in the fourth. Young against White. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely to the middle. Collins trying to break free. Jones, no luck. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on the comeback.
Now, Hunter. Young left side. And so the Hawks take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last 3 years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.